Love that guy. Remrin and Poilu, and they're going to be playing against Sparky and Iota. I mean, two Arcanes on the board. What's up with that? When have you seen two Arcanes on the board?
People be saying it's the whale patch, but we're getting locked in. We're jumping in real quick, and I do want to give a huge shout out to specifically Poilu and Remrin. They are so ridiculously active in the doubles dojo, so just jumping in every event they can. They're staticking for the foreseeable future. They are teaming at Dommel. So I'm fully expecting them to go absolutely bananas at the Canadians.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Poilu has been playing doubles for so long, too. Obviously, mostly with Zen, Zen, Charizard player from PM, but playing locks it out mostly in this game. But honestly, I played with Poilu and Remrin a lot, actually. They are pretty good, really good at doubles. They have some great synergy. Poilu, as well, is really good at like recognizing situations where it's like time to get a hit or it's time to back up, and actually just good at placing hitboxes in doubles.
Yeah, I have found, and I've been pretty vocal, that I do think Poilu might be the best supportive Rano in doubles in the world right now. Just, again, perfect time to crash the situation, great positioning, understanding resource management for himself and his teammates. So great use of needles to try to go ahead and break that situation up and reset that knockback. Did end up knocking it down, but still a good presence of mind there. Gets to get the grab into the back throw. Looks to immediately counter hit, and unfortunately the bubble punish does go the way of the blue team. So Rem finally onto his second stock. So 2 stocks across the board.
Yeah, it gets kind of eradicated by the Orchid SB there, which is going to have a ton of knockback. See it again, right there, just doing so much knockback, keeping everyone in that juggle. Let's see if we can get an edge guard here. A reverse fair from Poilu actually gets the sweet spot too, which has been multiple patches left and right for Rano's forward air to get like changed here and there, extra hitboxes added on for sour spots and stuff, but well-placed sweet spot there.
Right now, I do want to see and keep an eye out for specifically Remrin's tech chasing and utilization of the puddle up B. So you might see Remrin put a puddle right at the base of the ledge, and then immediately go out for an aggressive edge guard, forcing the opponent to go and recover the stage, and then immediately falls into that setup trap of a puddle up B just murdering you at about 90%. So keep an eye open for that if you're one of the viewers at home.
That's a good setup. I love that setup. That was like the first thing I ever started doing with Orcane, and I was like, man, wait, you just force people to go on and you just blow them up. I mean, damn, look at this off-stage game.
Yeah,
both Orcanes actually just going crazy and then slammed by the up B once again. Looks like that actually gets the better part of that one. We do have a little bit of a 2v1 situation.
Bullying.
Yeah, almost can get anything off of that, but not too much. Mostly bubbles. Wow, get the back here sweet spot, which is also quite hard. I mean, they're on point. They are on point right now.
They're crushing it, and I do think that does look like a little bit of set play. I did notice, Poilu stayed entirely on the ground floor there, just going for that ground attack chase, because the bubble butt just covers all of that short hop space. So glad to see that these guys are kind of electing to spec into their specific jobs on that team check chase. So love to see that set play coming out for the Team Water Tribe, or Team Sushi. I think that's what their team name is.
Yeah, Team Sushi has just been going quite hard here. And we're going to start off the next game on to the Fire Capital here. Looks like blue team, pretty good start right now. Iota's getting a lot of nice damage here onto Poilu, getting a little bit of a juggle, but kind of gets foiled there a little bit as Poilu reaches the ground. Maple is also, I would say, an underrated doubles character for the most part. I mean, people might already know. Actually, they might already know how good Maple is in doubles. Like, her speed is truly unmatched when it comes to breaking things up and getting follow-ups, and I'm not even including the tether follow-ups as well. She just has so much control over even a stage this big.
Yeah, you keep an eye out for those vertical combos, tether nair to confirm off your teammates' combos, as well as those kill confirms off either up air and up B as well. So, and of course, run off double fair is going to be those juicy kill confirms that Maple finds so reliable. But the ability to mark your teammate and kind of have that safety blanket at all times is very nice, especially.
Oh yeah, agreed. Anytime you find yourself like not landing what you need to and you just kind of get hit off, your teammate literally is not losing that mark. So you'll always have that in the back pocket to get a little bit of a juggle scenario on to Iota. Poilu can't seem to finish his food right there, but blue team does have complete stage control here. Gets a nice strike onto Poilu there. Another big juggle attempt. He's at 137. If they can find one thing, although we're recovering once again and can't get more than actually reversal there, but Iota does clean out the other stock.
Yeah, finally nails that first stock down for the blue team. And Iota sitting at a pretty 180%, you know, casual, just fire capital things, especially with the whale dog. And
That's
looks
whale
like,
percent.
That's whale percent, yes sir. Kind of Rem playing it a little fast and loose, currently on their last stock, but you know, as someone who has been 0 to death by Remrin one too many times, I have seen stocks fly left, right, and center, so don't count red team out quite yet.
Absolutely. Gets the kill onto Iota. Finally ends up falling, and there goes Poilu. Finally, from that up air as well. In a tough juggle situation with no jump, going to get you killed there. A little bit of an up throw coming out from Remrin. Iota, it's really interesting to see, like, the Arcane Ditto 1v1 on the left side here. I mean, it's like, what moves do you use against Arcane as Arcane, right? It's like, I guess we're trying to nair, we're really grabbing a lot, and they're just... Iota gets a nice throw off stage, but
Great bubble.
really, yeah, they gotta get this juggle going. I think is like really where they're gonna benefit. Both of these teams really.
All right, looking right now. Again, this is just that battle of attrition, fire capital, and especially these characters. Frankly, if the Maple is not finding those 3-piece, you know, kill confirms about 80 or 90, a lot of these stocks are probably going to be sitting upwards of 150%. So that puddle boosted up smash, again, one of those juicy kill confirms, Iota finding it onto Poilu. Remrin sitting at 130, finally gets that edge guard onto Sparky, playing into center stage, and Remrin again charging forward, not a care in the world, finds the grab, up throw. Looks for the tech change, finds the nair, pushes it into the corner. Remrin trying to find the kill confirm onto Iota. Will it go down? Yes, it will. Last stock situation.
Yeah, now it's kind of all onto Remrin right now, though, to play really safe. 137, gets kind of upbeat from the ground. Yeah, didn't get the tech. It was still going to be a tough situation to get off of that platform. But now we have Poilu, who's been still pretty solid at 2v1 situations, but we have quite low percent Arcane here, mid% Maple showing up. See what Poilu can do here is really, I mean, this is a mountain. You're climbing Everest here.
The double backer will go there. And I will say, with the most recent Rano changes, I know Poilu's been pretty vocal about how they've affected the gameplay, and I'm hoping the adjustment period's going well for him. But the big thing is kind of losing that elongated speed. You know, you still have the burst speed from your initial dash, and if you mix in, you weave in your wave dashes between those initial dashes, you still get to hold a lot of that initial, you know, speed demon sort of status that Rano did have. But again, you kind of just don't have that crazy consistent burst speed that you did prior to the nerf. So 2v1s might be a little more difficult in the long run, especially on such a big stage like Fire Capital. But I know if anyone's going to find a way to do it, Poilu definitely will.
Sure. I mean, this game's all about adjustments, right? We are a patch-centralized game, always changing things. The meta switching up a little bit. Characters are gaining and losing tools all of the time, and just the balance is happening. And we're going to continue this set here on to the rock wall. Blue team looking quite good here. Lots of stage control. Sparky trying to go for something big on Poilu, but ends up not working out. The up B is going to work out. That did get nerfed as well. Rano's up B. Hitbox was brought in towards Rano a little bit too to make it more manageable in most situations, and unfortunately Remrin is going to whiff a little bit there on that F smash, which would have certainly eradicated Iota.
They definitely lost a little bit of that zip on that up B, so much more easy to go down and trade it down. But right now it looks like trading stock for stock, one off the red, one off the blue team. Both of the water type support characters holding it down for their respective teams. Iota and Poilu still sitting pretty on free.
Yeah, quite slippery matchup, if I do say so myself. Maple finding herself basically underwater in this entire 2v2 set right now. Huge Bubble Butt is going to come out there and destroy Poilu, and actually going to keep themselves alive as well. Iota, only one here at 3 stock, going to play maybe a little bit safe, trying to squish Poilu here in this 2v1, but gets actually parried. It really, parry is effective when it comes to a lot of 2v1 situations, because it's usually like attack, it gets them to shield, jail them, and the other person will grab. So a parry will work out about half the time.
Right now, Poilu going to get that kill confirm onto Iota with that tech chase down strong. And all the while, the red team's whale getting that kill confirm onto Sparky's Maple. So looking pretty decent for both sides of the red team, holding down the stock advantage. Remrin sitting a little bit in a sketchy spot at 111, but as we all know, this whale is quite heavy and probably will be able to extend the stock just a little bit longer. But a strong hit of back air. Commentator Skirt's going to take that one down.
Yeah, the heavier you are, the harder you fall, and the stronger you hit. I mean, Arcane's back air is none like any other. Damn, nice kill as well there for Iota. Actually gets what seemed to be a slightly more early kill onto Poilu from that DI. And looks like blue team actually finds himself in a little bit of a lead here. It's kind of like a kind of like a misconstrued lead, right? Because if one of them dies and the other one's at high percent, then you can end up in like a 2v1 situation. But either way, still blue team. Honestly, I'm gonna say red team is winning a lot of these situations though, stacking up a lot of damage already. Poilu going in on the front lines, gets kind of up tilted there, but not too big of a punish, as of course Remrin is right there to save him.
Yeah, right now it's back in my melee days, people used to call this a fake lead. Again, you get one kill confirmed, immediately jumping into that 2v1. But right now, so one more strong hit, 2 stocks in the pocket for Iota, but this should be it. Yep.
Okay, I mean.
Honestly, I think the Arcane Upper is going to do it by itself, but hey, I love a good little 2-piece to go.
This team is actually so good at doing exactly that, right? Like they can place their hitboxes so fast to get that just extra damage, right? Like, yeah, I also thought that the up air would probably do it, but I mean, I had the extra damage of the up air, 2 Ranos, forward air.
Look,
ready to go. Oh my god. Okay, so this team's just locked in right now.
That was kind of nasty. You know, I'm seeing, you know, weak bear, triple weak bear, but again, that eliminated all the resources. So all Poilu had to do was just charge that dynasty, just charge that up strong through the puddle. Super easy. Love to see that.
Good gameplay, man. Actually, just the awareness is what we're looking for here, especially against Orcane. He's got that, just a puddle, right? He plays the puddle, but he has got a lot of other mix-ups as well, right? With like the dolphin jump. I actually forget the exact term for it, but it, you know, the jump up B, wall jump up B, you flying into space thing. A dolphin's something.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it. So like that's how little I know about that specific recovery trick. But yeah, it's like the meme early into the game was, oh, you know, if the whale doesn't have puddle, terrible recovery. Little did we know that was not the case. There's like 4 or 5 different recovery mix-ups you can do. B reverse into reverse bubble butt just to fly all the way back to stage. You know, there's the wall jump, dolphin bounce boy thing. There's of course side B's pretty decent. But, you know, always having the puddle mix-ups is super helpful.
Yeah, one stock gone there for Sparky here. Just charges up, actually ends up jailing their own teammate there in shield stun. Ends up getting grabbed and losing that stock as well. Red team, a little bit of a lead right now. Gets bubbled. Oh, man, Poilu is so good at placing the bubble and saving themselves with it, although they do get wrapped into space right there. Up smash is certainly going to clean up that stock. And one more onto Remrin. Can they get this one and even this match up real quick?
Zen I keep saying Zen. Poilu keeps putting himself in a great. I miss you, Zen. Come back. You know, Zen, Poilu's long-standing teammate. Actually had to move back to France about a couple months ago, but of course, still his presence still felt by his teammate Poilu. We're holding it down right now. 2 apiece across the board, but as I'm saying it, Poilu might just make that the difference maker. 2 stocks fly very quickly from the blue team as Poilu blacked up by their teammate Remrin for that 2 stocks win.
Yeah, that is some good recognition there from the red team to just capitalize on every single situation that they had there. Total advantage and taken perfectly. And actually, blue team stacking up a lot of damage here onto Remrin right now. I'm gonna snap back, see if they can get anything quick. Maybe some bad DI on some of these stocks. 90%, 80% here on the red team. Although everyone's kind of jumping right into the fray. I mean, I'd say this is doubles, but this is a little crazy right now, I'll say. We play a little more defense, guys.
Yeah, Poilu immediately backing up, trying to set up the bubble for either A, a save on his teammate, or B, just maybe extend a combo, force an enemy into the bubble, give him a couple free hits. Love to see that. So, Poilu probably one of the best frogs in Rivals right now, utilizing bubble in a defensive way in teams.
Yeah, he's really good at it. Kind of just placing the bubble and getting that DI nice, even for the teammates as well. Tries to go for a crazy edge guard onto Orcane, but of course up B is going to teleport right to the bubble here. A little bit of an edge guard situation here onto red team. Okay, looks like Iota is just going to slam both, and unfortunately it's not going to work out here. Check recovery. We got the F smashes, we got the invincible nairs. Not much left here for the Dolphin, and that is going to close up that game for sure. And that. Not sure if that should be it. Is that the set?
That is grand finals. That's a 3-1 for Team Sushi.
Nice, dude. Team Sushi. Have they won like basically every bracket?
I would have to go through the results, but they did win this Friday's Dojo Wars. They won, I believe, the week before. Let me.
I just hear about them winning a lot, like a lot.
They do be winning. That's real.